daily fight to keep my head up when in life I just want to give up because I feel like I'm a waste of space. I feel like a forgettable name. I'm living with so much shame. Like when my mom's passing, I feel the endless pain because I feel like I'm the one to blame. Feeling like my whole existence is just a mistake because she was loved by many and me, I'm despised by my own family. See, I'm on the brink of insanity because I'm always feeling so stressed out about my anxiety. I wish I could be happy, but feel like me being alone is exactly what I deserve. So every Sunday I go to church asking God to take away all this hurt and help me to stop all this feeling this way. But his response is always the same. Many times I try to vent, but it just falls on deaf ears because what I'm saying nobody really wants to hear. Saying that I shed endless tears night after night is an understatement. Man, it's like everybody is just anticipating for the day that I end my life because on Facebook posts it just sound like I'm suicidal and I'm suitable for some therapy, and I'm saying that I'm not okay. It's not believable, and maybe people try their best to reach out, offer me a shoulder to cry on, but I constantly feel like I don't even belong. So texts go unread and calls go unanswered, and I'm just ignored, and all the compliments and kind words does not help to deal with the fact that this is the way I feel. Cause in this life I'm barely getting by, in this life I'm barely surviving. You can't imagine all the pressure that I'm in, all the things that I've been feeling, all the thoughts that I'm thinking, all the weight that's on my shoulders, and all the things that I just want to tell you. I can barely hold my head above water. It just feels like I'm drowning. It just feels like I'm drowning. I'm gasping for air like I'm breathing my last breath. It just feels like I'm drowning. It just feels like I'm drowning. I'm looking for a lifeline. Who's gonna be my lifesaver? Because it just feels like I'm drowning. It just feels like I'm drowning. May 2017 was my last recording, so this song is long, way overdue. And no one has a clue of what I've been up to. Like no one knew that I lost all the vision in my left eye, and I'm partial blind in my right. No one knew how low I really was and how I wanted to just give up on life because it just felt like it was over. I was disabled and forced to live with my brother and his girlfriend. I was locked up in the house like a criminal, in no contact to the outside world. Always getting yelled at, like eating once a day, whether it be turkey sandwiches or TV dinners. Constantly starving and my only drinking water. I lost a whole lot of weight. I was skin and bones. And always felt so weak and yelled at every time I went to speak. I had cameras in the house to watch every move that I would make. So I had to stay in my room for all times of the day. I was deprived of living a normal life. Every night I just prayed to God to just die because they made me feel like I wasn't even worthy to be alive. Yeah, because when I was able to contact someone, I begged them to bring me some food. So I'm grateful for Danny and Tina Mackey for helping me eat and get me back to being healthy. For so long I just felt so worthless. Like I just wanted to be loved. I just wanted to be the reason for someone to smile. But I'm despised. I've been told how ugly I really am, and only a mother can love this face. And never have I felt a female warm's embrace. Everyone keeps their distance, and it's just very insistent that I build up some self-confidence. But it's just hard to feel good about myself when I don't even find anything to be like about myself. Cause in this life I'm barely getting by, in this life I'm barely surviving. You can't imagine all the pressure that I'm in, all the things that I've been feeling, all the thoughts that I'm thinking, all the weight that's on my shoulders, and all the things that I just want to tell you. I can barely hold my head above water. It just feels like I'm drowning. It just feels like I'm drowning. I'm gasping for air like I'm breathing my last breath. It just feels like I'm drowning. It just feels like I'm drowning. I'm looking for a lifeline. Who's gonna be my lifesaver? Because it just feels like I'm drowning. It just feels like I'm drowning. People look at me or just are perplexed as why I don't have success with the opposite sex. They say that I'm sweet, funny, and kind, and not bad looking kind of a guy. I have plenty of tattoos that girls will find intriguing, but what you're not really seeing is that I might have a good heart, but I'm awkward in social situations, and I always give out bird fat first impressions, and I have trouble starting a conversation. See, I'm considered to be creepy and a stalker because I find out simple info before they even know that I really know. Admiration for JoJo just appears weird to them. Plus me picking up a pen and writing a song saying how I like them and want to be their boyfriend, and how to talk about them being pretty like an angel, and not once did I even ever said hello. And if you look at my past, you would see all the songs that I wrote for them was just a waste, but it was a chance I was willing to take. Like with Chelsea, the witches from Hooters. Then I sent her flowers and a song for her birthday, which also happens to be Valentine's Day. But when she saw me that day, she just ignored me, didn't even say thanks. Or how I wrote a song that got me banned from Wing House, because none of them even knew that I rapped. It was just a silly song to make Jim Mancuso laugh. Or how I wrote a 5-page love letter to Terra, but that's a different matter reserved for a different day. Because that's a different matter reserved for a different day. Or how I was close friends with Danielle, someone I would always open up to. One year I gave her balloons and flowers for her birthday. I just wanted to make her smile, but someone told her that I liked her in a romantic kind of way, and then I had a crush, and then she just avoided me for a few months. It had me confused because it wasn't even a little bit true, but the thought of me wanting to date her just terrified. Nowadays when I message her, I just feel like I'm annoying her. Or how one of my friends suggested that I should date Autumn O'Neil because she's cute, but I doubt for her I would be her kind of appeal. I'm not being negative, I'm just being real about it, because I would be open to it, but I know that me asking her out, she would just reject it. See, then there's girls like Danielle Savoy because she liked me, but I was too negative about myself. Like I didn't believe she could ever like me. She wanted me to kiss her one night, but I had anxiety about even touching her. So there was Rose who had a thing for me, but I was too stuck up on Sydney to see I was young and foolish, constantly getting looked over. Maybe I had too many flaws to overcome. It's like I'm attracted to my hand surgeon, but feeling like how my impaired vision is too much of a burden to think about flirting. So I do nothing and I feel all the endless hurting. I might get text from Michael Haikitis that is encouraging, but like I'm such a good person, any girl would be lucky to have me. But me being 36 and feeling like I'm not good enough, it just has me feeling like, cause in this life I'm barely getting by, in this life I'm barely surviving. You can't imagine all the pressure that I'm in, all the things that I've been feeling, all the thoughts that I'm thinking, all the weight that's on my shoulders, and all the things that I just want to tell you. I can barely hold my head above water, it just feels like I'm drowning, it just feels like I'm drowning. I'm gasping for air like I'm breathing my last breath. It just feels like I'm drowning. It just feels like I'm drowning. I'm looking for a lifeline. Who's gonna be my lifesaver? Because it just feels like I'm drowning. It just feels like I'm drowning.